everyone, Daisy here with a new layout for the Confessions of a Paper Addict Cut Files design team. And today I'm starting out with kind of a tutorial. So I like to take cut files and kind of layer them on top of each other and kind of change them to fit my design and what I need for it. But still showing off the cut files. So I'm using this one, it's called Perfect Pair, and it is a couple of flowers together, and I absolutely love them. They're gorgeous. Virginia does the best flowers. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to create a background of them. And I like to do this because, again, I can make it fit what is in my head. I can make it fit like what patterns I have, the photo that I have. So this is just me kind of showing you what I'm doing. So the first thing I did is I opened it up in my Silhouette Design Studio. I traced it and then applied the trace, and then I blew it up a little bit to fit in that upper left corner, and then I duplicated it and rotated it and put it down in the bottom right corner. I duplicated it again, shrunk it down, and now you see me kind of rotating it and playing with it until it fits in that space. And then I duplicated it for a fourth time, and I'm going to use, I might resize it down a little bit, but I don't think so. So once I'm happy with the placement, I select all of these cut files and I use the weld tool. So basically what it does is it takes the cut file and any place where it intersects each other, so you know I have 4 cut files put together, any place where those touch each other, it'll get rid of the cut line so you don't end up with 4 separate pieces. It all comes out as one big piece. So here you can see I have my cut file done and cut out. I cut it out on some white cardstock. And then what I also did is I cut out just the outline shape of this cut file. And you can do that by using your offset tool and then just moving the line all the way down so that it's like 0.015, I think is what I used. And then it will just cut the outline of it. Maybe I can do another tutorial on that next time because I don't think I described it correctly. But anyhow, so now I'm backing the centers of my flowers. I have 2 different chevron papers, and these are from Jelly Bean Soup. And I'm just using them to fill in the centers of all the flowers. And then you can see kind of that, I guess, marbled paper out of the pink and purples. That is from Paper House Productions, and it's one of my favorite papers, but I've struggled to use it because it's such a big all over pattern and it's so like bright and bold, and this is a perfect way to use it, well, for my style anyway. So the centers of the flowers are I'm alternating yellow polka dots and yellow like chevrons between all of the flowers that are here. I'm just using my Tombow Mono Multi to glue it down. Now you can see here I have also cut the hummingbird file, and I did that also in white cardstock. Actually, not white cardstock, I'm sorry. I did that in some parchment paper. And then I used another Paper House Productions paper that had from the Color Wash collection, and it has this beautiful like blue-green kind of watercolor effect where they're blending together, and it really made me think of hummingbirds. So I chose that paper to back the hummingbirds with. And I went with parchment paper because I wanted it to look more delicate and not so bold with the contrast between the white and the blues and greens, so that's why I went with the parchment paper. Now I'm just trying to glue this down. So I'm just again using my Tombow, and I'm trying to be careful when I glue it down, but there's still a couple of places where I think I have to trim up because it gets a little like off kilter. but that's fine. You can't really tell in the end anyhow. And the paper I'm using for my background is from the Fancy Pants. I think it's called the Yellow Door collection, and it's like a teal kind of color with some like hash marks on the back. And I really wanted to go with a lot of color for this one, and just, yeah, make a happy layout. And I just chose a photo of my daughter. And actually, now that I think about it, I might have scrapped this one again on accident in an upcoming video. So watch for that when I use the same photo more than once. But anyhow, I just wanted, you know, a nice pretty layout. So that's why I chose the background that I did and all of the colors. So now I'm cutting some fun foam, and I'm going to pop everything up because I like the little shadow and dimension that it creates behind the cut files. It really kind of brings it to life and makes it less flat and more dimensional. And I really like dimension. My scrapbooks are jam-packed because I like dimension a little too much. But I'm just going to pop everything up, including the floral background. And just working on that. And this is just craft foam. I got it at Walmart. It's $5 for I think like 45 sheets or something like that. And one side of it is adhesive already, so it's perfect in my eyes. And so I did cut 2 of the hummingbirds, and all I did to do that is, again, I traced it and then I duplicated it and I flipped one of them so it's kind of like the mirror image, and then I shrunk it down a little bit so they were just a little different from each other. And now I'm just going to adhere everything down to my page. And again, I'm using my Tombow Mono Multi. That is kind of my all the time go-to glue. It adheres really well, it dries very quickly, and it doesn't show when you make a mistake because it dries clear. So I really like that glue the most. And now I am working on my title here, and I had been talking with the other girls in the design team trying to figure out like what color title I should use, because I don't know, it was hard to choose. So I went with this kind of teal color, and I believe these are from Glitter Girl, and I'm just going to go with Super Happy as my title. And I was thinking about trying to use those like navy colored ones, but they just were too dark and didn't match the other colors in the layout. So now I decided I wanted to back my photo with just a little bit of something, so I'm just using some gray cardstock. And I just wanted it to kind of stand out a little bit more, and so that's why I chose to go with this colored cardstock, because it doesn't stand out too much, and it just adds a nice little pop behind the photo. And because I have everything popped up, I am using the Tombow to adhere the photo down as well, just to make sure that it sticks really well. And then I'm going to finish with some embellishments, and I'm going to add a couple of the glitter stars that come off of that thicker sheet. And then I believe I'm also going to pull out some sequins, because for me, pages just aren't complete without them. I think I do anyway. Yep, there they are. All right, but I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you haven't checked out Virginia shop yet, you should head on over and do that. I'll have a link down in the description box below. Also, go join the Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook group. Virginia offers a free cut file every 2 weeks. They're available for that 2 weeks only, and then after that they're available for purchase in the shop. So if you miss out on the Facebook group for the freebie, you can always purchase it later. But so yeah, head on over to the Facebook group and join there as well. I'll have links down for that too. And then she also has an Instagram account, so you should check that out as well. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again next time. Bye!